I'm not saying they're going to devalue the currency right now. What I am saying is if they stay below $70 per barrel of oil, for the medium term, you can see them devalue the currency. I don't think it's going to happen anytime this year because the year is almost over. I'd be a little nervous going into 2025. 6 scenarios that the Iraqi Central Bank will work on, narrated by Al-Isawi. Quote, the economic expert stated that the Central Bank of Iraq is negotiating with the U.S. Federal Reserve regarding ending the work of the electronic platform for foreign transfers and replacing it with direct banking relations between Iraqi banks. Television is telling us they are completing digitization at all of our ports. We know it means that the real value of the dinar will soon be given to us for our food, transportation, housing, the whole world. Frank, you see every day there's more and more exciting news being given to the Iraqi citizens and they all piece it together. When you see prices of your food, market, housing, cars, start to change, it's because they will introduce a new exchange rate very soon to you. Al-Sudani, Iraq today is on the right path. Quotes, we have started establishing and implementing the Development Road Project, which will transform Iraq into an open country. Many capitals want to invest in Iraq. Iraq is witnessing recovery and stability and everyone needs his return. We have made real reforms in the tax and banking system. There is no spot on Iraqi territory outside the control of our security forces, and we have directed the preparation of a comprehensive plan to secure the path of development. Iraq today is on the right track. They don't need any economic revival to put a fair market rate for the dinar back on Forex. It is all a lie. They are artificially suppressing the rate of the dinar. When will this abuse of the dinar end? I believe this end is near. The chatter from Iraq has been exceptional. It's very possible this is our week. Let's see if all the hype is right. Aki was sent over there 3 months ago to Michigan to take care of one of the CBI satellite banks. He's still sitting there. You know why? Because he's waiting for his next orders to open up that bank. That tells me this is very close to popping at any moment. If not, they would not have sent Aki to sit there and wait all these months. They would have sent him more towards the end of this year. To refresh your memory, Aki will run one of the banks for the CBI in Dearborn, Michigan, representing the CBI. The CBI will have many of their private banks around the world collecting the 30 notes. If what they're telling me is true, we are wealthy, just not at the banks yet. According to Gov sources, the fat lady is singing, right now. We just can't see it yet. The clock is no longer ticking, it's done. All kinds of changes happening over in Iraq. People have been bombarding me with questions. Let's go over this because this is something I mentioned earlier and then again I'm the bad guy. It's something you should be aware of that it might happen. Take a look at the price of Brent crude, $74 a barrel. What is the budget set by Iraq for the cost? $70. They're okay, but it has dipped slightly below there. It's back up above $71, which is good, but man, that particular cost per barrel emo I thought was too high, and I expressed my opinion back when they first did it. What does that mean for Iraq? If they don't have enough money to cover the budget, they're going to have no choice but to, yep, I'm going to say it, just like I warned you, devalue the Iraqi dinar. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani chaired the regular meeting of the Board of Directors of the Iraq Development Fund today, Monday. A statement by the Prime Minister's media office, received by Al-Maluma Agency, stated that al-Sudani pointed out during the meeting the importance of continuing the fund's work according to the planned vision, and in line with the expectations of international financial institutions, in order to attract investors from inside and outside Iraq. He also referred to the housing projects and school construction that are on their way to implementation, stressing the need to work according to the new approach that the government seeks to implement, which is to purchase services from investors instead of the state taking over the implementation. During the meeting, According to the statement, the governance guide for the Iraq Development Fund was approved, after making amendments to it and discussing the mechanisms and policies of the fund's future work, based on this guide, which constitutes a comprehensive framework for good governance, and aims to ensure effective and sustainable management of the fund's assets, in line with the national objectives of its establishment and a working method that is in line with the best international practices in the field of sovereign and development funds, to ensure achieving the highest levels of integrity, transparency and efficiency in all its investment.